Miami down there. Yep.
Hell yeah, man.
Drop that location real quick.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 404 with 5-8 Fever.
Cause we behave like animals in a cage. Mainstream media in our rage. FDA, but the USA, the cast spells on the home with a praise. 3 layers with a minimum wage. And I can't vote for the games we play. And I can't vouch for a better place. That a rat race space ain't no time to pray. Cause the spelling spelling out the life we made. Cherish the moment of a wonderful place. Cause tomorrow ain't worried about mistakes today. Cutting the grass ain't keeping them snakes away. Only me and you can we the people. Only me and you can we the people. Only me and you can we the people.
Yes, sir.
Nostalgic? It's fucking
Boy, man, that's my guy. Yep. And
Um,
then obviously I had the pounds and quarters thing going for a little bit. That kind of fell apart. It's just kind of personal things between me and the head guy there. I'm not gonna mention that. No need to bring it up. Ain't even no bad blood or
you
nothing.
can't
It's
give them
just
promotion,
better
man.
off, you know what I mean? What's that?
I said you can't give them free promotion either. It's like,
Yeah, nah, yeah. So I mean, and not for nothing, we just have two different ideas, you know what I mean? Two different
oh, okay, yeah,
directions. We're lives in different places, you know what I mean? Just wasn't gonna work, you know what I mean?
right,
Both of us are real headstrong and both have an idea of what it should be, and neither of us was willing to like bend on that, you know what I mean?
right,
And
right.
obviously things happen for a reason, so I ended up getting around different groups after I left from there, and now it's starting to really ramp up. I mean, like I said, I got we in the last 3 months did 6 music videos,
Ah.
countless tracks went out. I actually just locked in 5 more joints with Planetary from Army of the Pharaohs for a long time, man. And he's just now starting to do some more solo stuff. So I
Yeah.
just locked in about 5 with him. He's got 2 talented sons out there in Philly. I mean, them guys are all killing it. Got a bunch of work coming out with them guys. Featuring Vinny Paz, who's like a, legend. You know what I mean? I'm talking
Damn,
about this is something I
damn.
would have never heard myself saying years ago. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I got a song with this dude that I've been listening to since I was 13 years old. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
I'm
It
40
just don't.
now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's that real. You know what I
right.
mean? Like, and it's crazy. You know what I mean? I sent a pack of beats to Willie the Kid, who's my favorite rapper. You know what I mean?
Wow. Shout out to
Um,
when he was a kid.
yeah, I mean, he's just the most entertaining to listen to, I feel like. And Vidon's production is just that if you listen to my beats, people will say Alchemist, people will say this, people will say that. I say Vidon, man. That's where I get my
I got,
influence from.
for real, you think?
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Vidon, and yeah, that he's a big piece of my mental puzzle of how I put beats together and how I like them to sound.
Damn,
Um, I
you got
definitely
that
draw a lot of
grimy.
influence from him.
You got a
Yeah, so
grime. Yeah, so man, it's
I
dirty.
I I got a lot of different sounds too. Like I just put out that stove guy or the Boldy James Open Door remix.
Okay, yeah,
That's bouncy. You know what I mean? That's 92 BPM. My computer was confused. Like, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
92 BPM. You sure? It made me click. Are you sure? Like 6 times. No, I usually don't make beats that fast and that with that much bop. You know what I mean? But it had that kind of it just when I heard the track, I was like, and that's a great track to begin with. I wasn't trying to like redo it because I didn't like the beat. You know what I mean? I just
Yeah.
that track, I fucked with it. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the original producer, because that boy's dope too. But man, I'm telling you, that one, I gotta getting a lot of good feedback on it too, man. Hopefully
That shit
I
hard.
get Stove or Baldy's attention off that.
I mean, you usually will. I mean, because those guys get on YouTube and they type their name in and look for shit. I mean, who the fuck don't? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
yeah,
hoping one of them sees it one day.
yeah, man,
Especially Boldy, because I got a whole folder for him sitting. But
damn.
yeah, I man, he's another one of my favorite rappers right
For
now.
real.
Boldy, yeah, he talks that shit. You know what I mean? He's talking that shit.
Yeah, he is talking that shit. I ain't gonna even lie. I like his name. I ain't
He,
gonna even front. Like his name is just sick as fuck. That's what
and he
made me.
just cold.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I
He
mean? He just one of them cold dudes. You know what I mean? He just
yeah, he
cold with
bought
it,
that
man.
life though. Yeah, he bought that life when he spitting though. That track you did
That
was just like,
delivery.
Lord have mercy, man. I listen to that motherfucking track. I say, ooh, ooh. I've been sick, man. What social media you use more? Like you be on
Yeah, I
Instagram
was
more?
definitely yeah, Instagram is my main platform, man. And I do got two pages on there. One of them, that the 5-8 Fever official one's more just for that's I gotta redo that page, but that one's gonna be just for like the bigger announcements, shows, shit like that.
Yeah,
And my Noisy Fever page, that one is more just like me living my life and posting my story as I'm making beats, and you know what I mean, what kind of
yeah.
weed I'm smoking today, and you know what I mean, where we're working at or what we're eating, you know what I mean, that type of shit, you know what I mean, that
Right.
I don't put that on the official page because that's not what it's for. But yeah, nah,
I
that's
tell
that's
you,
that's what we do.
yeah, you got a humble personality. Cause like, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like we haven't mentioned the beat battle yet. And you the champ. You just won that motherfucker, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
what?
man, that it was
I
I'll
felt
tell
you
you what
would.
too.
I felt you would, and I know it wasn't easy, but yeah,
I, it definitely wasn't, man, and the biggest part of it really, it wasn't so much okay, so like I know what beats in my head that I love. I couldn't play those. I had to play the ones that were gonna hit with the crowd that I was surrounding with. You know
yep,
what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
so let me go back to the beat battle that I lost. So there was a battle the weekend before the finals, and it was put together by Front Row Regal, Ito. I'm sure you know who Ito is. You know, guys doing big things everywhere. Um, you know, dude, I'm getting close with. You know what I mean? Everything's good. But anyway, um, I went to that battle, and it was like 50. They were advertising $50,000 in prizes. So they brought the big guns out. You know what I mean?
Shit.
I didn't even make it out the first round, man, because I think what I did was I didn't play to the audience. You know what I mean? I
Yeah, that's
wasn't.
all
I was
always.
thinking. I was thinking in my head, yo, which beat do I think is my dirtiest fucking beat right now? You know what I mean? Which one is just the one that when I hear it, I'm like, "Urgh, urgh," and I played that one, and it just wasn't it. You know what I mean? It just wasn't it. But I will say this: the guy that went after me stole the show. I mean, his beat was the best beat I heard the whole day,
But
and he went right after me, and we were the two last people in the first round. So that didn't help me neither, because I mean, he had people like running across the room, like it was, yeah, it was wild,
get
man.
the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, and my man, I'm standing next to my homeboy. He goes, "Yeah, that's my dad." I'm like,
Yeah.
I started laughing. I started laughing because I'm like, oh, because you both bald headed, right? And no, that's really my dad. I said, get the fuck out of here for real. I said, you asked me for beats? You need to go hit your fucking dad for them beats, man. Your dad be slapping. And
They
he
don't be
played his
like
shit
that.
live. He played his shit live off the MPC. So man,
Oh
he
shit.
was, yeah, it was some, man, I'm telling you, it was some straight killers in there, man. It was, I
He
feel like
hit
I
you.
should have made it to the second round, but it was some killers in there, man, for real.
Yeah.
But I didn't even make it out the first round. But then back to the first battle. So the first round, I had Moose Tarantino, which I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yep.
He's
I am.
working with an artist up here, Flames. Malik. Kid is A1. You know what I mean? Another one of my favorite artists from the town to listen to. Moose, one of my favorite producers to listen to. All love. Kid's working with some legends right now. OT the Real, Benny the Butcher. I mean, he got a bunch of shit coming out. So
Mm.
I mean, he definitely doing it. He was my first opponent. He's
What?
playing beats that he's got Benny the Butcher and OT the Real. He's playing them beats in the battle. And again, what happened was though, I think it was again a situation where he wasn't thinking of the crowd he was trying to impress.
Right.
So he only played one speed, which isn't bad because listen, his beats were slapping. Like when they were about to announce who won the first round, I didn't
Yeah.
know if I won or not. I had no fucking clue. It was a complete fucking toss up. And I ended up pulling away with it, man. Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Because $1,200 prize on that one, man. It was, worth wanting to be in. You know what I mean?
Hell
And
yeah,
then,
it was worth the being.
you know what I'm saying? And then I watched each week. It was one verse one each week. Kept hearing the battles. Kept hearing the winners each week. And it got down to me and another cat, DJ M80, who is a big DJ up in Buffalo. He's from Rochester. He runs Wu Tang Radio on Sirius XM. So I mean, he got some shit going on with him too. You know what I mean? He's not just some guy that just started making beats 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? He's been in the game forever. People respect him, love him. Great guy. Hella respect. And they made us go 12 full rounds, boy. They kept going and
Damn.
going and going. They said, "Nah, we need." The judges pulled us after 8. They said, "Nah, we got to hear some more."
Y'all
So
got a
that kind
first
of threw
out.
me off too. Yeah, that kind of threw me off too because I didn't know what to play after I had my list. You know what I mean? Because I'm.
Yeah.
It really took me a long time to go through. I mean, I have hundreds and hundreds of beats, hundreds,
Yeah, I
and
know. But
probably thousands at this point. And
yeah.
I didn't know you know what I mean? I'm just like blindly looking at what's on my phone. I'm like, Then they say, he played a trap beat. And I'm like, damn. Now
Ooh,
I'm not
hit you.
thinking I have a bunch of trap beats too that are dope. And I forgot all about every single
Yeah.
one of them till after 2 minutes after the competition. And I start remembering all of them. Like, oh, fuck, I should have played this one. Ah, shit, I should have played that one. Nah. But I ended up playing like just some beat that I made the night before. And just for some reason it caught their ear the right way, man. And it just, I ended up pulling away with it, man. So now I'm the Lafayette Cafe producer of the year for Rochester, man, 2023.
That's what
That's me. Yep, rookie of the year, man. You know,
that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's some hard shit, man. I'm telling you, man. I was so proud of y'all. But I kind of figured I was
I
like,
appreciate it.
you needed that, man. You needed that
Yeah,
because it's sort of like it's that just due. And then it's 2023. And for the younger audience, they don't understand that. Like I've been telling everybody, I remember 1993 when Wu Tang dropped. That's where we at in hip hop all over again. You know what I mean? We redefining what's gonna be the hip hop for the 2020s. You know what I mean?
that's
All
a
the way,
fact.
yeah, all the way to 2030. Like we're in the beginning of this decade, and y'all are the guys. You know what I'm saying? So you are the RZA, the Alchemist, the you know what I mean? Not even Alchemist yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the 5'8" fever for real. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a new world. Is there any tracks that you felt like that you've given out that you felt like, damn, I wish I could use that beat all over again for somebody else?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, yes. I'm not gonna say no names, but yes, Yes, there's a few. Nah, it's a couple out there. It's a couple out there that's I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna give you a little tip. There's one of them that's definitely getting redone. Nobody can stop it. It's just it's gonna happen. Like I don't care who has hard feelings about it. The guy who was on it originally, it never got put out.
Yeah.
Thankfully. But you know, that me and him had a weird falling out, man. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but I'll
Yeah.
tell you, when you're a producer, and even I don't feel like I got a small following, you know what I mean? But people are listen, my small following is great to me.
It's about to get crazy.
My small following is great to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not complaining about having a small following, but even with this little ass bit of motion that I have, there's these weird people that come out of the fucking woodwork and they think that because you sent them a beat once or you gave them a couple of beats that now you owe them something.
Right.
So then what it turned into was a group chat, basically where, I would kind of talk in general to a few people. Hey, listen, I got this going on. I'm about to do this. I'm gonna work with this guy. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, these people who I'm working with that this guy never talked to before in life and has no real business communicating with, these people are like, hey, yeah, your boy hit me up. He said we should get on a track together. I said, wait, what? I said that you guys should be on a track together? He said, yeah. He said, we want to collab. No, I never said that. And then not to mention the first time he tried this shit, and I never even said nothing the first time.
Yeah, right.
It was so, he asked me for a beat, or he asked me to get him a feature with one of my other artists, somebody that actually pretty well.
Yeah.
He asked me, can I get a feature with them guys? I said, yeah, I'll make that happen for you. Free feature too, you know what I mean? Just linking with the town, you know what I mean? And this dude, and it's supposed to be on my beat, and that was the whole thing, was like, they were only gonna do it if it was on a Fever beat. They weren't gonna do it, just for this guy to do on any old beat. So this dude at the last minute, after them having the Fever beat to write to, they already wrote the verses, everything. He tried to change the beat to one of his own beats.
Oh.
At the last second. So then they flaked on him and flaked on the session. And that was the first time he violated. But then like after getting like 2 or 3 different other artists hitting me like, yeah, your boy hit me up talking about we should do some music together. And I'm like, he said, I said that? He said that I said that you two should do a song together, who I would never put together on a song. Oh, yeah, okay. Right. I said that. No, nah. So I ended up cutting that off too. So, I mean, that seems like I'm just like slowly finding my way through all these weirdos. You know what I mean?
Oh, like, yeah, it's a motherfucker, man.
I'm telling you, it's not me, man. I just want things to be a certain way. You know what I mean? And it's not what was happening.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
It's that's dealing with artists. Like I produce every now and then, here and there. I just did Piff album, me and my wife.
Yeah.
But I don't fuck with people like that, man. Like we are dealing with weirdos. You have to really handpick who the fuck you fucking with, and like you have to take that hit, like and keep it moving. It sucks being a producer, because that's why I asked you that question. Have you ever gave out some beats that you like, oh, because then you want your shit back? I got an artist rapped on one of the hottest beats. I want to assassinate that nigga, man, because
because he assassinated the beat.
Man, yeah. Oh man, he didn't do it no justice. So I just been, yeah, man. Oh, I've used it though. Like I think that's I sent a pack to Cartoon Network. final time. Yeah, man. As soon as the money come in, man, it's
Yeah, yo, that's what it is too. They don't give a fuck what you say until then. But then at the same time, man, I feel like I get banned all the time, man. I don't even post half the shit I want to post no more. You know what I mean?
right. It's like this shit is getting out of hand, man. Freedom of speech, motherfucker.
Like I remember I live in a weed legal state. Like we're full legal here. Like you can go to
what?
fucking you can go to gas station buy weed now. But I mean they're kind of shutting that shit down too a little bit. It's more they're starting to get a little more crazy. But shit about for the last year and a half it's been fucking every goddamn gas station, corner store, everything's a smoke shop now over
What?
around here, man. Yeah, everything, man. They got a smoke shop everywhere. You go into 7-Eleven, they're trying to sell you some Zaza now. So, you know what I mean? I ain't even lying. So, and I'm not talking about the guy sitting in his car in the front. I'm talking about at the register. They got the little case. They're like, yo, we got fucking apes some fucking loud for fucking $40. But
Damn.
anyway, you know, I live in a weed legal state. You post a video of you smoking weed or something, and they were banning you for that. Or banning
What?
you for, you know, showing off a pack. You couldn't even do none of that.
That's
It
against
was
the
killing
rules.
it.
That's against the rules. Like I looked at my monetization, smoking, firearms. It was a list of stuff that I was just like, dude, thank God for Spotify and iHeartRadio, man, because it would be over. Like, cause social
Yeah.
media, they don't do it for me no more, man. Like outside of music credits, fuck that, man. It's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Like it's too
Nah.
much you can't. That's why I'm not on YouTube. Like I would love to get on YouTube. I got a pretty strong, I get pretty strong numbers over there, like decent, my
Yeah.
actual people like actually go to YouTube. But I can't do it no more. Like they got too many rules. Like
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, like I watch all I watch all these you know, the people that like pretend they're a kid online and then they trick people into coming and seeing them and then
yeah,
they're like, why are you trying to meet a little kid? All those, right? They're really going after them too now. Like they got a whole like pedophile task force helping these
loving it.
motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on, man? Y'all protecting the pedophiles now? Like
Hey,
what the fuck going on? Like why is it bad this dude go? You know he ain't beating them up on the camera. You know what I mean? Just yelling that he's there to meet some little kid for sex in the middle of a Walmart. You know what I mean? Like
I love that shit, man. Like,
yeah, it's my favorite thing to watch.
yeah,
Like I can't get enough. Chris Hansen, all that shit. That's man, I love it.
I like the shock look on the pedophile's face when they get caught. They like,
Yeah.
I seen a preacher on there one time. He was like, I don't know. Can I get the camera out my face? I'm like, nah.
Yeah. Nah, they don't do that. Nah, they
Nah,
don't do
bro.
that. Nah, they ain't gonna get the camera out your face. Nope. Not these days.
Let me see where I was. And I was telling you about the beats. Tekashi 6ix9ine, that motherfucker got beat up. What you think about that? Ain't that a little?
Now listen, okay, so he does deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like the kid goes around, he say nobody's gonna beat him up, nobody's gonna touch him. That alone, you're provoking that shit. You're asking for that shit at that point. You know what I mean? I get what he's doing though. I get what he's doing. That's how he stays relevant with that trolling shit. But see, okay, now here's my take on his whole situation. The kid is wrong because he wasn't a gangbanger to begin with. He wasn't. That wasn't him.
Right.
He let them put him into a position. But what's fucking crazy to me is how people don't. What's crazy to me is how people don't see it like this. Yes, he was wrong for getting put into that position or letting himself get put into that position by the gang. But let me fucking tell you something. If you motherfuckers want me to do a show and you're getting $100 grand, you want to give me 10,000, I say no, and you kidnap me, beat me up, fuck my baby mama, steal all my money and my jewelry, then next week we get all arrested together, motherfucker, you're going, give me the pen. Where the
Yeah.
I will tell on your ass, bitch.
Yeah.
You kidnapped me and beat me. You had a murder fucking plot against me.
Yeah.
You were gonna kill me. Don't you remember that from 1 week ago? Man, cold of the streets, my ass. Half of these, not even half. 99% of these motherfuckers who be commenting on the shit. Oh, cold of the street. Shut the fuck up. You don't know nothing about the street. You ain't never been in the street. You ain't got no business talking about the street.
Right.
There is a small percentage out there that do comment on it that should, have every right to
I
say what
don't
they're
know about
saying.
that. I don't even know about that, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's a small fraction.
it's because it's ridiculous. It's like, who live by some codes? I mean, think about you live by some street codes. What are we teaching? I mean, the thing I like about hip hop is because it's no racism for one. It ended racism for us hip hoppers. You know what I mean?
That's a
It brought
fact.
us together. Like, we different than our parents, grandparents, everybody before us. We different.
That's a huge fact.
So, like promoting those same rules and shit. Nah, we gotta think we are more logical. And logically, anybody would have did. You see the trend that he started? He started a trend. Like, this nigga snitching off this bitch. It's like, and it ain't snitching. It's like, what would you do when you're back against the wall? Like, really? Like,
You
and
gonna
does
do
it make
44
sense
years for somebody that was gonna kill you the week before?
to keep it
No.
real? To keep it real for who?
They played the tape for him. Like, yo, these dudes were gonna kill you. He was like, "Give me the fucking pen." I
Yeah.
don't even blame him, man.
Man,
But
I don't
what
blame him.
what I do blame him for is letting himself get into that fucking position in the fucking first place, because he wasn't that, and he was running around trying to be that, and that's what it ends up getting you.
Yeah.
So that's the lesson to the kids out there, man.
He could
Fucking talking about ops and shooting and sliding and this. Bitch, sit the fuck down. You know what I mean? Get your ass to school. Go get you one of these. You know what I mean? Go get you one of these. Go beat the
Yeah.
shit out of this instead of beating the shit out of somebody. You know what I mean?
I would have
You know what I'm saying?
if I was his A&R or producer, if he's gonna go to gang route, I literally say, you got the slowest. Really, bro? Like,
Yo, what is that? A drone?
no, it's a fucking scooter.
Oh.
Yeah, he's riding on the 50cc, like 10
Yeah,
miles
I'm
per
about to
hour.
say he got the loud joint.
Yeah, like yeah, like a lawnmower right down the street. Like, the fuck is he doing?
He said, I want the loud one.
Yeah, right. It do something for his soul. But if I was Takashi's A&R back then, I would have just told him, if you gonna go to gang route, fucking get MS-13, man. You get a bunch of niggas out the hood that you don't fucking know. I'm Haitian, man. I'm not getting no niggas out the hood that ain't got no connection with. No, I'm Haitian. They gonna turn on me, man. That's America. That's what I'm just keeping it funky. I would have got the cartel.
Yeah, nah.
He could have got the cartel or somebody behind him, and he would have still been like the best. He'd have probably died still, but he'd have probably got murdered. I don't know.
I've been around. Listen, I've been around. I've been locked up. I've been around. I don't never really remember seeing any Mexican bloods. And I'm not even being racist or funny or nothing like
honest.
that. I really don't remember seeing no Mexican blood.
Me either.
There probably is, you know what I mean? But I've never seen one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere where you would see a gang, and I'm telling you, I ain't never seen one.
Me either. That's why I was like, man, he did it wrong. Like, he could have still been he could have been the man.
He would have been. Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Yo, you really on to something with that, because you ain't lying. He could have embraced his Mexican heritage, helped out the Mexican people, and not ended up fucking having to snitch all in one.
Ever.
Yo, his whole life path would have been different, man. You solved the whole equation.
Yeah.
Man, you need a time machine, man, because you
could
have really fit. I ain't even gonna lie either. I ain't even gonna lie either. I know I'm gonna lose a lot of fucking points for this one. Some of his music, listen, I'm not even gonna lie. Some of his music, I know the kid don't be rapping. He don't be saying shit in his song. Sometimes you'll hear one of his songs, what the fuck is that? What? What?
in my
And then you're like, oh, that's 6ix9ine. Oh man, fuck.
man, he made my one of my mixtapes, Cocaine Mummies Volume 1, where I was like experimenting with shit.
Yeah,
I was like live DJing. It ended up being so much static in the shit because I was live DJing outside,
yeah.
fucking eating shrooms for like a week, and was producing on this shit. It's called Cocaine Mummies 1 and 2, all on shrooms, the whole deal. I was live making
That's dope.
beats over vocals and shit like that, and I threw him on there because it's about how you coming on the track sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's it.
Capadonna ain't one of my favorite niggas out, but Capadonna, I could do a lot with his shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like some people don't think he dope as he is. I do. Ghostface
right.
Killer voice. You know what I'm saying? Like I could put him on anything and it'll sound good. You know, and Takashi, one of those guys, he got that energy. He could Kodak Black, for instance. That
I
shit.
love Kodak, man. I love Kodak Black, man.
But yeah, like Lil
I don't know
Yak, I
what it
gotta
is.
play his shit.
Yo,
You
I
know,
don't know
like
what it is about him, man. I love that dude, man.
yeah,
I fucking love that kid, man. He a fucking hilarious dude, and his music wavy as a bitch, and he know how to, you know what I mean? Like he
yeah,
just one of them dudes, you know what I mean? Like I know he had some weird shit with like the whole sexual shit and all that. Man,
yeah, he did.
I have no comment about that. Him feeling up on his aunt's booty and shit. I don't know, but you know what I
Who
mean? Like,
knows? Yeah, yeah,
but you know what I mean? You got to take the good with the bad, man. Overall, he a good dude, man. He out there handing out air conditioners and shit. And you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
man,
that
yeah.
boy, he a nice kid, man. I like Kodak, man.
Yeah, school shoes and book bags. But the thing about it,
Yeah,
he sell that shit. He sell that personality, and that's what we
yeah,
want. You know what I'm saying? And I was telling people, I was like, you know, like even artists when I talk about the show, that man, so many artists hit me up, and I never, and some of them you never even like they never hit me back, and now I tell them, I said, man, you got to somehow you got to sell yourself. So like, if people can't see you or hear you, they can't try to be you, and that's what that's the ultimate goal as an artist is the next generation trying to be you. Like, let's keep it a
yeah.
buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wanted to be Pac, they want to be Nas, they want to be Jigga, they want to be West Side Gun. They, you know, like,
Nah, that yeah, yeah. That's
you know what I'm
man.
saying?
I'm telling you, and people, you know, like that's another thing. Being from here in Rochester, the whole West Side Gun thing is weird. You know what I mean for us, because honestly, like that whole Derringer, that whole old Beat Butcher sound, that I mean, that shit really originated here. 38 Special, all that shit is from here.
Oh yeah,
You know
38
what I mean?
Special.
Like
Oh my
he
God.
38, he's Rochester. You know what I mean?
He
Like
is? I didn't know he was from Rochester.
yeah, yeah. Man, he was at Ito's birthday party with us and shit, like just chilling, like,
Damn,
bro,
I'm
like,
so,
yeah. So
oh
like,
man.
nah, I mean, but and like, really, the only person that I could really say that uh it could be responsible for like the resurgence of the sound is Rock Marcy, man.
Woo.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And like now, you know, Buffalo and Griselda, they had that, you know, couple years where everybody wanted to have the, you know, couple vibraphones and some dirty drums, you know what I mean? Just real basic, dirty sounding beat, you know what I mean? And all now it's like we made this shit cool. We made this shit hype. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean?
right.
This is an upstate sound. This shit is not specific to like y'all and your city and you know what I mean? Though, like and it's not like that. I mean, I know he's not thinking like that in his head, like thinking of like how 38 Special was the one that taught all these dudes how to make beats. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like not mentioning Ito and all his dots that he's connected around here. You know what I mean? And all the people
Right.
he's put on and taught and shit like that. You know what I mean? And that shit. So sometimes when somebody from Rochester hears Griselda, West Side Gun, and about how big their wave, it kind of sometimes it's like, you know what I mean? We're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I feel you.
yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
Cause like, cause like it'd be like it's like
yeah,
that. With like, see, I'm from New Orleans, so like the Mississippi artists, they'll feel that way because a lot of they flavor we got it, but they never got credit for it. Like never,
Right.
ever got credit because we too big of a city. But we know, and they know, but we ain't gonna give them the credit for it.
Shit, New Orleans, man. Shit, you talking about Juvie and fucking Lil Wayne, man. You guys got all the goats down there for that
Well,
sound. What do you
they took that.
Memphis
Well,
got who did Memphis really have? Mob Boss and fucking 3
yeah,
6
man.
Mafia? You know what I mean? Like
Memphis. Yeah,
y'all could go down the list for days. Y'all got Kevin Gates, y'all got fucking Boosie to a lesser extent. I never heard a Boosie song that I like, but I fuck with him. You know
that's
what I
how
mean?
I am.
Like
That's how I am. I don't really. I
I
don't get
never
off
heard
on this.
I never heard one song of his that I'm like, yeah, that's tough.
Jay Electronica from New Orleans. See, Boosie from Baton Rouge, so that's like 3 hours away.
Got you.
And it's a big difference. It's like because young boy from out there, and Kevin Gates, and I kind of
That's who I'm wondering about. Is that how you feel about that kid, young
young
boy,
boy.
NBA?
I love
yeah.
young boy, man. I love what he doing, man.
So listen, so him and that dude Fredo Bang, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I was watching this video about them two, right? Bro, do you realize that between just them two having beef, it's like 35 people that got killed
Yeah.
in between their two gang. It's just like them two left. It's like a whole picture of their gang, and you just cross out each one. It's just them two left. You know what I mean? You go back 5 years ago and look at a picture now. It's just them, him, and one lives in fucking Oregon and hiding, and the other one, who even knows where the fuck Fredo Bang went? You know what I mean? That dude ain't doing nothing no more. And man, that shit crazy, right?
Yeah,
Yo,
it is.
they like some serial killers.
Like, dude, like I know that's what I'm saying. Like, so there's a difference. See, like Wayne, Jay Electronica, Fiend, Mystical. I mean, we got our hip hoppers, and then you got
Mystical.
Yeah, Mystical's a motherfucker, man.
Man, I stuck up for that dude so hard the first time.
He raped.
For it to just
He
just
raped
for
him,
it to
man.
be bullshit. Just for it to be bullshit.
Yeah.
I was like, there ain't no way he did that shit.
Yeah, he
It's
did.
a lie. This
Yeah.
man, then this motherfucker.
Oh man, like some men, man, when that pussy calling, man, they gotta get it, man. They got to have it, and they got a place for them niggas too.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man.
They got a place for them niggas.
Shit, crazy.
Okay, so what's your relationship with Dawson, man? Like, yo, Dawson, one of them niggas. I put on that nigga shit every day. Like,
yeah, that's my dude, man.
Dawson is fucking it. Oh my god, he don't even realize.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah, like
That's my fucking guy.
He be in conversation on social media like he's some regular motherfucker. I'm like, nigga, man, you should be showing your nuts on these niggas. Like his rap is ill. So what's up with y'all, man? Like, do y'all do tracks?
Oh yeah. Nah, we got 10 coming out. Sometime that he's in the middle of recording it now. We got 10 track project coming out. It's called Shadow Talk. The shit's gonna be crazy, man. We got some nice features on there. I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but it's some valid features on there. And then we got me and him started working together kind of really right when I first started showing myself to the world, you know what I mean? Because like I said before in the last interview, I'll kind of refresh. You know, I've been making beats my whole life, making music my whole life. I just never really was putting it out. My man kind of told me, yo, go ahead, start putting some of this shit out, make a whole Instagram page with your name, make a name, this and that. So I did all that, and now here it is 2 years later, and I'm, working with everybody. But they got wait, where was I going with that though?
We was talking about Dawson.
Oh, Dawson. Okay, yeah. So
I was say,
So now originally, yeah, I know, right? So originally Dawson, he was one of the first people that I like, because what I did was when I first started my Facebook page as Fiveight Fever, because again, I have my other Facebook with my real name, but I have a painting business, so I got to maintain a level of professionalism. I don't want to alienate customers by having offensive music, and then some
Yeah.
old lady doesn't want to call me and have me in her house doing her wallpaper. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
So,
Right.
so I made the 5/8 Fever page, you know, and I started just basically with my music people that I already knew and fucked with. I added all them, and then at first it was anybody who had more than like 15 mutual friends, I would just add them. Anybody that had 30, and then it got bigger. The number kept getting. Now it's like if you have 100 mutual friends, then I'm fucking with you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Right. Right.
Um, but it just started growing from there. And Donson was one of the ones that was just friends with everybody. You know, and I was like, oh, this cat must be cooking. So I actually thought he was from the town. Like I thought he was
Uh,
from Rochester because he was linked in with like every Rochester person. Like I was like, he must be from the town too. So me and him got to talking. We, you know, I gave him a couple of beats. You know, we started getting to work, and then the whole pounds and quarters. You know, he came along with us with the pounds and quarters, and then when that fell off, it kind of put like the brakes on everything for a minute. Not between me and Donson at all, but just with
yeah. Just yeah.
just some level of like just all right, let's start over again. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Right. Right.
Let's just start right over again with all this. So, we've been working on this for a while now. I mean, we've been working on this one for like probably 6, 7 months now, the full project.
Shit.
Um, man, some of my hardest beats on this motherfucker too, man. I'm telling you, Donson knows how to pick some good shit, man.
Man.
He knows like some people they'll just like they ooh and ah over the simplest shit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. The shit that took you 5 minutes to make.
yeah, he makes me work harder at them. You know what I mean? People like
Right.
that, and that's the kind of people I fuck with. The people that make me want to make a beat better.
Right.
Like
Right.
you'll hear somebody say something about somebody else's beat, and then you'll think, man, but I do that in my beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Right.
Maybe I'll lay off doing that a little bit. You know what I mean? Some shit like that. You know what I mean? So, and he's always got good constructive criticism. You know what I mean? Me and him work really well together. I'm really excited for that project. Really, to be honest with you, man, that's one of the ones that's really, man. Me and him got some shit for y'all.
Johnson is a motherfucker, man. That
Yeah,
nigga
he
shit
tough,
sick.
man.
It's a new
Yeah.
it's a new cat that he did me some drops. What's this nigga name? Something Castro. Man, this nigga sick. Like I thought he was just a Facebook troll. This nigga like, man,
Dope.
I'm about to cook for this nigga. Hell yeah, I'm keeping him a secret. I don't know why I'm saying this shit on my show. But
You can edit it out later.
yeah, right. I'm gonna
Yo,
probably forget.
and I'm telling you, that goes back to what I was saying about Homeboy. Because now, next thing you know, somebody gonna be like looking him up, and then they
Yeah,
gonna try and get with him. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like you
yeah.
can't say shit no more.
You
You know,
can't, man.
even with the slightest bit of motion, man. Like you don't even have to have no motion, and people try and write it.
That shit is a motherfucker. I want to relaunch your War Outside Freestyle Challenge. That's what I want to do, man.
Yeah,
Yes, I
we
really
can do
do.
that. I think I
Yeah.
might need to change. I might need to change that beat though because that one's coming out on an album.
Oh, it is?
Actually,
Okay.
yeah. The guy that makes not this shirt, but pretty much all the clothes I wear.
Yeah.
No Love Club. Was a real good friend, real good friend of mine. Love his clothing line. You know what I mean? Y'all check him out, man. No Love Club. Kid's got some fire ass designs. Um, he traded me some merch for that beat and a couple other ones. So he's got the
Shit.
exclusive on that one now. And that's coming out on the Filth tape, which is also produced by me entirely. It's like I think we're up to 6 tracks on that. And that should be out in May. And we're gonna do a clothing pop up with like a merch piece behind it.
Damn. The filth tape. Shit.
Yeah,
Woo.
the Filth tape.
That shit sound fire.
Yeah,
Do you work with
it's gonna be dirty, man.
do you work with this guy? What was his name? Juice from Blizz.
Blizz from Juice, that's my
Blizz from
guy. That's
Juice. Yeah.
no, listen. So
That's
this,
that
this
dude.
I was saving this I was saving this was in my notes. I was saving this. So that's my biggest project I got going right now. Let me tell you. Like so we've been working on this one for a while. It's called Vulgar Display of Powder. It's like, I don't know if y'all familiar with Pantera, the metal band, but
Nigga.
they had an album called Vulgar Display of Power, right? So we
Yeah.
took their, like, we made the logo Blizz from Juice. We made the, Vulgar Display of Powder, and the fonts they use. And then it's a picture of this kid all geeked out mid sentence with a
No.
beer in his hand, like, and it says Vulgar Display of Powder. And it's actually a friend of Brian's. So the shit is even funnier because now Baby Sean is gonna be famous now as the cover of this album. We're
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
do we're gonna do like the hardcore, like the basketball jerseys, the black basketball jerseys with the white, you know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
hardcore kids with the logo and shit, or with the, the whole shit on the front. I mean, when I say that this album's got features on it, I don't want to undersell it, but I also don't want to give too much away. Obviously, the one cat's out of the bag with the planetary feature.
Yeah.
We got a bunch with Bull Bronx is on a bunch of the tracks. We even brought some Rochester legends out of retirement for this. We got one posthumous track, which is, basically one of the MCs locally here that passed away. We had a song that we redid with him on it. So that's really gonna, people really gonna be fucking with that one, because it's been a while since people heard ID, man, and we can't let that one die. So we want to keep them going on the record, man.
Damn.
And there's a lot to this record, man. We got a couple of videos, we got merch pieces, I mean, we're gonna be dropping this on vinyl. We're gonna be dropping it hopefully on cassettes also and CDs, but mostly it's gonna be, we're doing a special like colored vinyl. We got a special design vinyl. We're doing limited runs of those.
Shit.
Um, and really, in all reality, man, this is gonna be the one that really, this is the one that's really gonna break me out. You know what I
That,
mean? This
that
is the one
shit.
I can't wait to drop this. I mean, some of the features on this is I can't even believe who we got on this this
It's
tape.
gonna. I'm gonna damn sure check it out, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's some people on here, man.
I was checking them out though. I was like, damn, Blizz and Juice. I was like, that's a hell of a name. Like names catch me these days because I've heard the craziest names. We didn't used to have this shit back in the day. Uh,
Yeah, it was like MC Roach or like
that's
Big
it.
D. Yeah.
Yeah, like now they got .coms and all kinds of shit.
Hmm.
Like
All right,
shit,
so do you understand what his name means?
Blizz from Juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Blizz from Juice. That nigga was in
Yeah. Yeah,
Blizz.
all right.
Like
All right. Yeah.
when I seen it, I was just like, these niggas like the name Boldly James. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck, man. Come on, bro. Like, that shit
Just
crazy as
so
hell,
so
man.
ill. Yeah, but
Yeah,
Blizz is my fucking guy, man. Me and him, we're supposed to finish up recording. I think we got two more sessions left. We had to take a break for a minute, man. And unfortunately, one of Pup's best friend, I call him Pup, but that, you know, people know him as Blizz. We know him as Pup.
right.
Is so unfortunately one of his best friends had just passed away
Oh man.
last week. So we had to take a couple weeks off from recording, but we're gonna be getting back to it this week. And yeah, nah, we should be finishing this up real soon. I think we're waiting for like two more features,
Yeah.
and then the three verses that we got to finish up, and then that's it, man. It's a wrap. We're gonna start putting the rollout together, and really do it right, man. Do it professionally, and just have it come out the right way, instead of just dropping it on my page and hoping for the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're gonna
That
really, put some money behind it, man, because it's worth it. You know what I mean?
yeah, and you don't need much money behind it. Like it pushes itself. It's just putting it in the right places. That's all it is, man. I mean, because we're in a
Yeah.
new age of music, and like I think we should have vinyl CDs, not
That's all it should be. You know what I
cassette
mean? The
tapes.
streaming's cool when you're just like on the go. You know what I mean? But like, if
Yeah,
you really fuck with an artist and you want to show support, that the physicals are a must.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That's how people show support these days. Going to the show or buying a T-shirt. You know what I
yep,
mean? Or buying a record. You know what I mean?
yep.
You know, that's the
Um,
best way.
what inspires your graphic art, man? Like when you do graphic art, what inspires that?
Really, I mean, it's I just I'm a really in tune with like pop culture from like, 1970 all the way to now. You know what I mean? I've
Bruno
always been
Mars, like,
Bruno Mars.
yeah, he's pop. Justin
Well, I
Bieber,
mean, I meant more like, all right, I don't. I'm Justin Bieber. I fuck with Justin Bieber.
me too. Me too.
Listen,
I really do. I
you
really
know,
do.
I
Yo,
fuck
God,
with
I
that kid
fuck with that
so
nigga.
tough, man. Yo,
I
his
do.
music,
I do.
so tough, man. I can't even lie, man. That boy's music so tough. Yeah, nah, I fuck with Beeb. But I mean, like more or less like movies, music,
Yeah,
and just like overall, just what's I'm always on the lighter side, but I have this like dark sense of humor also. You know
I
what I
see.
mean?
I
So
see. Yeah,
I could draw from both angles. You know what I mean? And I like, as far as artwork goes, I guess I really like to just be dirty, man. There's really not a way to
yeah.
describe it, but I just like shit to have a certain. It's got to be dirty but clean. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I
I don't
feel what
like.
you're saying.
That was another big thing that kind of took me. That was a huge thing that took me away from pounds and quarters was the graphics. You know what I mean? Without proper packaging, nobody's gonna listen to your music. You know what
Right.
I mean? And people underestimate the value of that, man. And what I say is like the better the package looks, the more chance somebody's gonna open the motherfucker. You know what
Yep.
I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You're right. Now, I mean,
as
that's
far as
yeah.
as far as that goes, you want something that's gonna catch the eye, but you want to also be able to have something that you could read. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right. Right.
Some You want to have a cool font, not something you found on MS Paint. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Right.
with like some kind of splash to it. You know what I mean? Like these guys, people will just put anything out, man. I've seen some crazy covers lately. Like
Yeah.
I've been really into, and that's another thing. Like what drives my art is not wanting it to look bogus, like a lot of the shit that I've been seeing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I've seen some really like what is this supposed to be?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Because there's low budget and then no budget, but you can't approach it like low budget or no budget. Because in the hip hop, it's not a lot of money, like with the underground that's put in. Sometimes the worst shit has the best. You know what I'm saying?
marketing.
Money. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But just because it's underground, some people don't understand that. Like it has to be, you have to be able to sell it. You know what I mean? And somebody
that's a
got to be
fact.
able to buy it. So your shit is like, yeah, I love that brand. I just love that brand. And,
I
when I
love
was looking,
the new logo I got. I really
the
fuck with. My son
nostalgic
made me that.
noise,
Yeah.
yeah, man, noise.
Oh no, Choop made that one. That one's tough too. Wait till y'all see some of the merch pieces we're gonna drop with this, man. Y'all, when I say nostalgic, yo, you motherfuckers are gonna say noise. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this shit is gonna take it. It's gonna be a household fucking name, man. That's a fact.
I
You
gotta,
guys,
yeah, I gotta
I'm
bring
telling
that
you,
over
man.
to, I gotta bring that over to my Reddit friends, bro. Like, Reddit got a lot of good ass hip hop pages, man. Y'all got to be on that shit, man, because
Yeah, you had to
y'all-
link me up, man.
yeah, what y'all doing is huge, man. Like, it's huge, man. Like,
And it's only
because
just beginning, man. It's only just beginning, man. You know what I mean? I've been just getting my feet wet. You know what I mean? Now it's really getting good. Now it's starting to get good. You know what I mean? Now people like, even now that been basically telling people no more free beats. You know what I mean? Like I did it
and
for exposure.
fuck no.
I did it for exposure for a while. You know what I mean? Like, and again,
Mm-mm.
like certain people, like I get it. Like certain people just can't afford it. You know what I mean? And that's
Well,
cool.
certain people you can get it on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's another thing. Like if I really fuck with you, there's always, you know what I mean? Like me
yeah,
sending a beat, is different from somebody asking me for it. You know what I mean? Like
It
I'll send it to
is.
somebody. If I really fuck with you and I really feel like you do the song justice, I'll still send it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without just being like, yo, you gonna send me money for this, right? Nah, it's not like that. But what I am saying is this. I will have free beats on the YouTube page. I really want to start trying to grow the YouTube page a little bit. You know what I mean? At least get a, my Instagram following to also follow the YouTube would be great. Um, but really, I'm gonna any beat I'm gonna be posting on the YouTube page from now on is gonna be a free beat for people to use. So there's always gonna be an option for you to get a beat, whether you have money, whether you don't have money. And again, you're gonna get what you pay for. You're not gonna get some
Right.
symphony composed like super thing where you tell me you want 50 changes to it and all this shit for $100 because that's not gonna happen
That's
neither.
not gonna happen at all, man.
No,
Like
no.
niggas
I
don't
mean,
know, man. And I think that's the craziest shit too. Like artists just man. But artists have always I remember getting beats in the 90s. I was on a label, so like I never had to deal with it. But like I seen other people like coming in, they say, hey man, how much you producer? And before I was a producer, and I was like, yo, man, like that's fucked up. I wouldn't do, like so as a producer now, I don't do that. Like, man, we gotta definitely have a communication deal, or you already know it's free and everybody can rap on it.
right, right, yeah, yeah. You're not gonna. You might hear somebody else on this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's going down. Yeah, that's exactly it. If you want this shit exclusively, you got to put up some money, man. Like, so at least something. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm not asking a fortune for my shit either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. I'm not on some Hollywood shit where I'm asking $1 million for beats. You know what I mean? Like, most of the exclusives I'm running like $250. Most of the beat leases I'm
Right.
doing for $100 for a beat lease. It's really not that much to ask for what you're getting. You want to
Uh,
talk you want to talk a full project, we can go from there. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna hit you for a full score on everyone, but you know what I mean, we can work something out,
yeah, because
and
the
like I said, there'll
future,
always be that option of the YouTube.
yeah, because when the future comes and you have a jigger feature or some shit like that, then what? It'll just bring up like their beat, their song is gonna go stupid, and you wouldn't get nothing for it. It's like, nah, man, like, nah,
Gotta
yeah, you,
have something. You gotta have a stamp on that too on the points. Yeah, you can't just you gotta have your name on it. You can't just give it up and be like, I'm not putting my name on that neither. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
yeah,
fact. But then you run into shit with sample clearances and shit though. So I mean, you could get yourself into a little bit of a trouble. But see, that's
hey,
another
man,
thing. A lot of my shit is composed. A lot of
yeah,
my shit is composed by me. Like I got, I got the keyboard, the drums. I got, let me see. With it, this is just within reach. Look, I got a bass
oh
guitar,
shit,
drum set, keyboard, machine. I even got a fucking stylophone.
oh
I got a
yes,
I got a kalimba somewhere around here. I mean, I got fucking distortion pedals and shit everywhere. I mean, like my whole life is music. So I can make music out of anything. I dig, you got a koala sampler on your fucking phone and you can just make beats with sounds you find around the job site. We did that.
oh yeah, yeah,
Me and Choop just, we were just fucking around one day, you shoot the spray gun and that was a hi-hat. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
tap a pole with a wrench and it makes, what I mean, that's your fucking perk. So we had a whole bunch of shit and we just started beating on it with the fuck, you know what I mean? Made a little beat out of it. And it's just that's what we do, man.
Drop a bomb on it. Let's see you rise up with your legs gone. Got hit with live ammo, not no fucking paintball. From close range, over 100 feet, America's nightmare, worse than Kruger in your sleep. Battle walk off, so your all opponents getting slaughtered. Fuck you, cows and pigs, you niggas ain't kosher. Bolo slam your mother, break both of her shoulders. Stomping her spleen to my blackout.
don't get it twisted. Episode 403 is dope too. Check out Willie B. Check out that, but also check out for the new shows Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll be on that ass. You know what I mean? I'll have Cold Blooded. I'll have Pound Town, and this is Fucker Talk with 5'8" people, ladies and gentlemen. I want you guys to enjoy every Fucker Talk is where all of your artists, entertainers, they get on here and they talk they fucker talk because you know that's what it is. So that's why I call it fucker talk. Because we all fuckers and we talk fucker talk. And I want you guys to enjoy our content. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Honorable DJ Metal Monkey, and thanks for tuning in. Check me out on all platforms. Biatch. Yeah.
And we're back.
right.
Yeah, my bad. I had to do some husband duty for a minute, putting some groceries away.
Hell yeah, right. Yo, man, shout out to Miss Fever, man. She had a birthday this week, man.
Yep. Shout out Mrs. Fever. She she had her 33rd birthday this month.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Man, that's what run the world. Like when we talked the other day, I woke up, man. I usually wake up doing crazy shit. I play MC Hammer and start fucking dancing in the bed, nigga. Like I'd be happy. I'd be happy to the motherfucker. I don't know what's wrong. But just because I was happy, my wife was pissed.
Oh, no, believe me, I know that feeling.
That's it. Yeah. It was just I was too fucking happy, man. I had to tone it down,
yeah.
dog. Like,
yeah, you got to keep all that to yourself.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
That's it.
Yo, all right, so I was I got my question. What did you have on your list that you needed to get knocked out of the way, man?
I think we're almost there. Oh, so Blizz from Juice we were just talking about, Nostalgic Noise, which man, I wish I could say more about it, but it's we got some shit cooking, man. That's two of the most creative people I've ever, you know what I mean? Like we got some shit. But oh, B&A. So Grenade Rap 3 is coming out. I got like 6 or 7 joints on there. They had a couple joints that were produced by some other producers, you know, prior to us of linking up. So I got a couple good cloth features on there. Just got the last one back today. It's crazy too. It's got a joint with some real nostalgia to it, and it's like a 5-verse posse cut.
Yeah.
So yeah, with hooks too. So I mean, it's something that you know most people like. I noticed that songs are getting shorter and shorter, man. You know what I mean? And guys are guys are dropping 9-minute projects. You know what I mean? It's like six songs and it's 9 minutes long, and I'm like, yo,
what the
what's
fuck
going
is
on?
this? I know, I hate that.
I mean, at the same time, I get why, because you could just drop them I mean, you could just throw one of them out once a week if you wanted.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
what does that do to your catalog?
You know what I think? I think when you're first starting out, that's a good idea, because then you're building a back catalog at that point. You know what I mean? But it's still all fresh. But you know, unless you're really looking at what year it came out, they just look at you. They look you up. They heard your name before. They look it up and they see, oh man, this dude's got like 15 projects. What's going on? You didn't really look and see that all of them are 9 minutes long and with 3 or 4 songs on them. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see like a bunch of dope ass album covers and, you know, maybe a feature or two of somebody you listen to, you know, already, you know, and you're like, oh, damn, he fucks with that dude. Oh, okay, cool. Let me check him out. You know, that's really kind of how I listen to music. You know what I mean? I think about it from my point of view.
Yeah.
You know,
it's kind of like, it's almost like you need that much to absorb. I mean, you actually need that much. Really, you need those 90-second songs. And I mean, I've heard some 90-second songs, and like Tierra Whack, when I was listening to her album, she did like 10 songs, and all of them was 1 minute a piece. That was a good ass project. That project was fucking dope. I ain't heard nothing else, but like I say, you got to know how to work it. You know what I mean? You damn sure got to come with it.
Like I'll give you a good example. Flames Malik again. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
Christmas time. Christmas time. They came out with Merry H Miss. You know what I mean? They
yeah.
took, took a stocking and they made a bunch of fake bundles of heroin and put them in the stocking and then took a picture. And then they got like three kind of halfway winter Christmassy songs on it. And then they got two regular, real fire joints on there.
Yeah,
And they dropped it right before Christmas. You know what I mean? It really kind of like, it wasn't like something that people been waiting for. It was just a surprise drop out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's like that's the good part of those smaller projects. You know what I mean?
yeah. Because that's gonna every Christmas. That's gonna be the shit.
Yeah, yeah. Or just anytime. I mean, just something happens in the news that you want to react to.
Yeah,
Drop a fucking project about it real quick. It don't have
yeah,
to be long. Take
yeah,
two of your old songs, make three new ones, and there you go. You know what I mean? It's all marketing in the end.
yeah.
You know
That's
what I
what it
mean?
is. Yeah, and and that's the thing about it. You get to do it on your own these days. And I wish the record labels out there, because I know you doing your thing with Grenade Rap, which them boys dope as a motherfucker, man. Like they hilarious. Like I just can't.
Yeah, that's my guys, man.
Yeah, man, they fire with shit. So like, but with labels though, would you get with a label and just let them have? You know what I'm saying? Like just sign with a label.
No,
It's
no,
not
I
worth
don't.
it, is it?
It's too
Yeah,
many rules. I'm a rogue kind of guy. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I do a lot of sampling. I wouldn't want to have to go through all them, getting every little sample cleared and following all these little weird industry rules and God forbid that any of this weird old conspiracy Illuminati stuff is true. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to fall victim to any of them weird things. You know what I mean? Like I'm just in the off chance that that shit's true. I'm good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm just gonna say that in advance. That shit ain't gonna work on me. And
That shit is
yeah, no,
too
I
funny.
I just kind of like, like I said, I mean, I didn't even really think about this in a business sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
And now I'm starting to it's kind of forcing me to be at that point now.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is.
Um, it's like if I'm gonna be dividing time and stuff, I need to at least make some money on it. You know what
Right,
I mean? And
right.
it can't
Like
just be free.
yeah, because I
And
mean, the artists will
even
make
with
money
the
off of it.
No, no. I mean, like even the points on the splits on the stupid streaming. I mean, unless you're doing like ridiculous numbers, it's not going to really add up to something you could quit your job over. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right.
most of like the people that I work with, just we all work jobs. We all have like another thing that we do that we earn our income off of. You know what I mean? Like this is more like a creative outlet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
And I,
like
and
I was just telling somebody that most people they've always had like most people always really had like something else that they do
mm-hmm,
to fund.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then you have that 10% that actually blows the fuck up to where like, they don't, but you have to have something else. I mean, I got so many investments in, man, like shit. Like,
I've had some bad investments, man, but I mean the painting business is the one for me. You know what I mean? Like
ooh, I love your
that's where
work,
I
man.
yeah, man. We do some high end stuff, man.
Yeah, I see
we
you.
yeah, no, I got some good clientele, man. I definitely got some of the higher end clients, man. We're about wrapping up this $3 million house that we're working on now. And yeah, it's got some stuff, man. It's got one of them like secret bookcase staircases and shit. And
Oh shit.
yeah, no, they got some like fancy, it's like $1,000 a bolt for the wallpaper that we're hanging next week. I mean, she really knows what she's doing, that lady. But
Damn.
that's just what I do on a daily basis. That's not even, you know what I mean. Then I come home and start making beats.
That's man, I'm talking about you. You like the fucking what's that motherfucker's name? Dude, I was just talking. You the Marvin Hagler of this shit, man. Like,
Just go get busy,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
you just go get busy. Like you go, cause like it makes sense with your life. I mean, cause I was looking at your work, because I always ask people, what do you do on the side? You know, a lot of these artists, they live off the TV. You know what I'm saying? They like try to, do some crazy shit. No, nigga got real investments. Like
Yeah.
I got a laundry center that's fucking booming. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's it. Yeah.
but
I'll,
but you have to have something on the side. And when I look at your work, I'm like, yo, this is a guy. It tells the tale of why you go make those beats like that. Because your work, you just are a good person. Your work ethic is just good, and it all makes sense though. Because I'm quite sure if you had like $100 million or some shit, that company would be fucking your breadwinner still. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's a fact. No, I enjoy doing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's something I enjoy doing. You know what I mean? It's not backbreaking work. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
yes, for me it is. Man, yeah, I grew up as a framer, man, and I love framing. I
nah,
work
that
on my house just for shits and giggles, right? Secret
yeah,
compartments. I make all the Batman shit on my shit. I got a lot of
yeah,
stuff, yeah. But as far as like doing it for a living, man, I'm lazy as a motherfucker now, man. Like you can't stay out for too long. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
nah. Oh,
That's
down there it's a little different. Yeah, down there it's a little different. It's a little cooler up here. We don't fight the weather as much.
right,
Down
right.
there, anything's probably backbreaking down there, man.
Man, it's man, you gotta hire goddamn. Yeah, I need more Haitians. I need some real Haitians. You feel me? Like
Is it like Mac Hami.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what is music to you right now? What got you inspired? What keeps you inspired, bro?
Man, really, I'll be honest, man. Like I have you know, just a lot of shit going on, and this is what keeps my head clear.
Right,
You
right,
know what
right.
I mean? That is it's really that's what it is. You know what I mean? In the simplest of terms, um, is really what just besides having a family, having a business, and having this is my personal way of
Yeah,
getting the shit out of my head. You know
right,
what I mean? Just when I'm sitting here, I'm not thinking of nothing else. You
right,
know,
right.
and that's what it boils down to. It's what takes the noise away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What changed? Because as in the beginning, you said earlier in your career that you would just make beats and stuff like that, and never, gave a fuck about placements and shit. Well, what changed? How did you go from that to this? Because you can see the progress, like over the internet, you literally can see the progress. It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. No, I mean it's basically I'll say more or less. When you start working with people that are on a bigger level,
Yeah,
you can't. So me working with certain people and then getting to that next level,
yeah.
I I, I just don't want to have a back catalog full of shame. You know what I mean? Like full of like not don't listen to that project. You know what I mean? Don't listen to that one. Oh shit, my name's on that. Oh fuck. You know what? Like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like I want to make sure that the people I'm working with are solid as people. For one, like I don't have room for any kind of weirdness anymore. You know what I mean? Like I've been
Right.
slowly the more I grow too, like just overall as a human, like the more people just seem to weed themselves out of my life. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
they're just not fitting no more. You know what I mean? They're just not
Yeah.
what I need around me. You know what I mean? I like me and Troop, we mesh perfect together because we're both on the same mission. You know what I mean? We just want to be
Right.
better. You know what I mean? Whether it's with music, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, we're in the same mode. Um, the other guy I had working with me, it wasn't fitting that no more, so he had to go. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you outgrow situations. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love the kid and everything, you know what I mean? Like a son to me. He was with me forever, but I had to let him go, you know what I mean? Because it
Yeah.
just when you get to a certain point, you get to a certain level, you got to watch everything you do and everybody you surround yourself with, because it could all go downhill real quick, man, real
Yeah.
quick.
I wish, I'm happy you said that. I'm gonna highlight that part. You probably see this part of the show on social media everywhere because you just said the most important shit. Best describes everything. Like, I was just an underground rave DJ, to be honest, man. Like, and when I started this podcast and shit, man, the reason why you see so many of them all over the place, it'll be like 50 here, 20 here, and that's
Yeah,
because, man, like shit start popping, you do have to change, man. People close to you will do some of the smallest shit. Like they'll do some of the smallest shit. I don't want to name anything, but like it's just some things that they'll try to trip you a little bit, or you just can't grow. You can't keep turning around, pulling somebody, and then you got a family, so you like, hold up. I got to make a fucking decision right now. Like,
you, yeah. Nah,
yeah,
you got it. You got exactly what I was saying. That's
yeah,
you nailed it. That's exactly what I mean. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
sometimes it's tough, sometimes it's easy. Sometimes the people you just like, man, what? Okay, and
right,
never even look at the phone when they text. You know what I mean? Like, you dead to me. It's
yeah,
just that easy.
yeah.
Sometimes it's not.
Oh,
But like, if you're trying to be better, you got to be around better people. You know what I mean? And not
yeah.
saying that you got to like hate everybody that's not as, you know what I mean, not
Nah,
as
it's
good
still the
as
same
you.
love.
But you gotta really just watch who you put in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
really do. Like I start seeing that was another thing too. Like with jumping in with like all these different like things that I did. Like I said, I made a couple of kind of you know bad choices with the people I was working with, and not like it gave me a bad look or anything. But at the same time, it's if you're constantly working with somebody and then all of a sudden just you ain't fucking with nobody no more. It's like it kind of gives you that weird like, man, what's going on with this dude? Why can't nobody work with this dude? You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
in essence, it's really just two situations. And both times it was kind of just, you know,
And this shit is all about
people you can always count on people to be themselves. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That I've learned that's a huge one, man. You can always count on a motherfucker to be themselves.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
And that's a you cut off. Oh no.
Oh yeah, am I back?
Yeah, you back.
Okay, yeah. I was
Yeah.
yeah, it's connections. I got something for the ass. I got my hotspot.
Mm.
And I got like 3 hotspots because I rarely like I've been enjoying that it's getting hot. So even when we did the last show, it was hot earlier in that day, and I was like, normally I'd just be in the studio, and I was like, nah, I'm getting the fuck out. My wife she have the house today. She can play it upstairs, downstairs, sleep in whatever
Yeah.
bed she want to. Get out of her fucking way. She might be doing a podcast too. I don't know, but I'm quite sure she sleep.
I still gotta get an interview with her.
Yeah, man, she a different vibe, bro. Like
Yeah, I still gotta get an interview with her. She was actually one of the first people to ask me to do an interview,
for
and I
real,
never did it. Yeah, here, come here. Look, we got
man.
my little nephew. We got my little nephew in the house.
Yo, what up, man? How you doing? He's like, yo.
Yeah, he loves coming in the music part. He loves playing on the drums and playing with all the toys.
I know that's real, man. Like, what's
Yeah.
your top 5 movies of all time?
Ooh, man, that's a good Casino.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. 'Cause I don't want. I mean, everybody gives the same 5 answers. Scarface, Goodfellas, The Godfather, and you know what I mean. But I like funny movies, man. I like stupid funny movies, like movies that are like unintentionally funny.
What
What's
about
the
Scary
one?
Movie 3?
Yeah, that one. I like those kind. My kid is obsessed with those movies, man. He loved all the. He liked the actual Scream movies too, though.
Yeah.
What's some? Okay, I'll give you an example. One of my favorite movies is the one where I can't even think of the name of it. John Lovitz is like they're all in a race, and he's like in a family rat race. Rat
Oh,
Race is
Rat
what
Race,
it's called.
yeah.
Rat. That's one of my favorite movies. You know what I mean? It's not like a popular movie. It's not a big name movie, but it's fucking hilarious. You know what I mean? Like that movie's great. Trying to think that Casino, huh? Step Brothers. That's my wife's helping me out.
Oh,
Step
Step
Brothers.
Brothers, yes, man.
That's definite. Um, the one with the bosses, horrible bosses. That
Oh,
shit is funny too.
that's
That
it.
shit is too. Yeah, that's too funny. And then, man, I watch a lot. See, you know what I watch is TV a lot. I don't watch a ton of movies. I watch like Trailer Park Boys on repeat all the time. Seinfeld, Trailer Park Boys, The
Seinfeld is
Office.
it, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, look, you know,
Oh yeah, hell
yeah,
yeah. So you know what's up.
The Sopranos, The Wire, the Game of Thrones we were into for a while. We just watched that Last of Us. That was really good. So I mean, just the basics, but I mean, really, when it comes to watching TV time, I put on Seinfeld and I fall asleep. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like it's my comfort show.
yeah. I don't know what to do with those tossed salad and scrambled eggs.
Frasier, that's Frasier. That's a good one too. Yo,
Hey, that's my shit right there. I watched
yeah,
Frasier, man,
Frasier,
and I was
with the
thinking
little
about
dog and shit.
why have you never fucking sampled that little intro?
I know. It would be a good, nice little sample, wouldn't it?
Dude, I was thinking about it for a long. That's something I. Every time I get to the doll, it never, it's never there, but it's there right now. Like,
Let's see
oh,
here. Yeah, no, that's a good one though. That's my TV shows though, man. That's what I like to watch. I don't really, but I mean, for the most part, between music and work and the family, I don't even really watch that much TV, to be honest with you.
nah, it's a generation. It's over with. TV is
Yeah,
done.
it's mostly flipping through the phone on the reels. The
Yeah, yeah.
reels kill. You ever seen this guy? Listen, this guy is the funniest dude. Where he peeks through the blinds and he's talking about people's cooking.
Oh yeah, I seen you. Yeah, you posted something like.
Yo,
I was looking at
I
that this
just,
morning.
this dude is the funniest. You got to check that guy out, man. He's my guy right now. That's the one I'm stuck on right now. It
I
was it
was on
was
your social media and I was looking at that. It was like some Doritos.
yeah, the bag
Yeah.
of Doritos. She put the whole thing in there. She cooking in the water. Like what the fuck? And then he do the same thing at the end of every video. He go, oh. At
Yeah,
the
right.
end of every video, yo, the shit is too funny though.
That shit
Him
funny
and
too.
that's my guy right now, man. I'll be watching the shit out of his shit.
I went to Nacho Bell yesterday, man, and got fucking sick on some damn tacos.
Yeah, they're the worst, man. Around here, there's not really a good one. You know what I mean? Like, you know how there's like in most cities, it's like, oh, nah, that's the dirty Taco Bell. You know what I mean? That's all of them in here. You know what I mean? Like, there's no good Taco Bells here. We got a lot of good Mexican places, but not Taco Bell.
Not Taco Bell, yeah, American
Yeah,
Mexican.
nah.
Okay,
Y'all
if you
probably got a lot of good Mexican food down
oh hell yeah.
there though.
Yeah. Oh
Like the
yeah.
private owned joints, they probably got some shit down there.
That's how it happened yesterday with the food poisoning, man. I skipped going by a Mexican place because I don't like to drink, but when I go in there, I get a margarita. So I was
Yep.
like, no, I got some fire ass kush. I'm not gonna fucking drink because that's gonna mix
Yeah,
that up.
mixing it. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, so like I didn't go there. I was like, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell and just sit down. Man, that was the worst shit I ever even. That was the turn in yesterday because yesterday evening I was gonna cap it off riding dirt bikes.
Oh yeah, no, you're not riding no dirt bikes after tacos. No, that's
I was,
no,
I was
no,
fucking
no,
in the
no.
bed. I was in the bed. Like
Yeah,
I posted that shit because I was
yeah,
on social media too sick to even play and tell jokes and fuck with people.
yeah.
I was
Yo,
like,
that
oh
that
man,
that dirt bike would have been riding you.
shit. So if you could listen, if you was on a 15-hour car ride, man, with 2 albums, what would you have? What would you play?
I would play. Wow, this is a real good one. I would play probably Blue Notes, Willie the Kid, and man, I had to pick a good long one for this one.
Well, three. Add one more because
All
that's a
right,
15-hour ride.
yeah, 15 hours. Okay, so I'm gonna say Blizz from Juice and Boo Bronx Motley Crue phones, because that one just you could put that on and just listen to the whole shit. Like you don't have to skip nothing. You don't have to same with Blue Notes. So Blue Notes, Willie the Kid, Blizz from Juice. Let me see here. Oh, nah.
See now.
Yeah, nah, because I'm thinking of one that has no skips. You know what I mean? Just something that has like just no skips on
Yeah.
it. I'll say Boldy James, no robberies, fair exchange.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, with all them man, Craven killed it on that, man.
Oh
Craven murdered that shit, man. That shit was that was just unfair.
yeah. Shout out to Nick, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
that boy up there, man. I seen that picture with Jay-Z. I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy, man. Makami, Jay-Z, man, that's
Yeah,
legendary shit right there, man.
yeah. I said,
He
well,
deserves it though, man. He's making moves, man.
yeah. I
That
mean,
he's another hard yo, he's another hard worker. You ever see how many beats he posts?
yeah, it's fucking crazy. And
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah,
are you
like
really
he's just
posting this?
yeah. Yeah. And like to be fair, like if I was just taking a loop and just one part of I could, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
it's creative. You know what I mean? Like the way he's doing it, I'm fine with. Like I'm not bitching about it, and he does it better than almost anybody. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like I'm not taking nothing away from him.
yeah.
Just I'm saying as far as volume goes, it's kind of easy to just listen to a bunch of records and find those
Hit
parts
you a
and
loop.
just
Yeah,
loop it. Yeah, yeah.
fuck yeah,
Now
fuck yeah.
there's nothing wrong with it because yo, he puts me to sleep with some of these, man.
Well,
I'm
he
telling
built
you,
the
like
name. Yeah, he built the name like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was like,
on the
oh shit,
drum
I should
list.
have did that first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And people weren't really fucking with the drumless shit like they were until he really started, you know, really making hot drumless loop beats. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
think about 94 through 2015. You never heard a drumless beat. Like, they're
nah,
how you gonna rap on something with no drums? Like,
right.
nobody ever I even thought it was a thing. You know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, you listen to albums and you're like, where the fucking drums?
Yeah,
Where the drums at? You know what I mean? Like you're
drums
waiting for
left.
them the whole fucking time, man. Get some drums. But no, listen, I even fuck with the drumless shit.
Yeah,
I got a few like now I'm starting to see like certain ones like yeah, it sounds good with the drums, but some of them, man, you take the drums off and it sounds even better. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
You
Like
could
that
sometimes. Yeah, you could do like as a DJ, man. That's just a thing that you always hear. MF Doom used to do it a lot. You know,
he was really the first to be fair, really. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, he would probably be one of the first.
yeah. Because like you take them drums off, you get it brings them vocals up front, and it's like, woo, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now you
If they
can really
spitting,
hear what they're saying.
yeah, if
Yeah.
they spitting, then but everybody can't get that drumless beat. You know?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah. I'm actually speaking of drumless beats, man, that's another thing. Should be going out to at some point and doing some recording down in Albany with
Shit.
somebody from the Umbrella. I don't know if you're familiar with Big 19, Umbrella, Pro Dillinger, Snotty, and all them.
All right, yeah.
So I'm not gonna say who, but we gotta, we're gonna be doing something down there. Just haven't scheduled it yet, but
It's
it's
fucking
definitely in the
popping out
works.
here, bro. It's
Huh?
popping. It's popping
Yeah.
out here. It's one thing I always can say about Atlanta, man. You will never. It's like New Orleans almost, like, but you'll never get tired of music. And it's the reason why I'm not in New Orleans is because it's way safer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. No, I believe it. I believe it, man.
it's safe as shit. This is like the safest city. Now I know it's crime and shit, whatever.
No, yeah, but
But it's the
overall, yeah, no, they
safest
got a
city to
strong.
be in.
No, I believe it. I
Yeah.
believe, especially down south, man, because man, some of them down south, like Mississippi, I would never want to
Oh
go there.
my God, don't ever
You
go
know what I
there,
mean?
man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Like
no.
you go face racism.
Yeah. I've been to Alabama. I've been to Alabama before, and and it was, yeah, nah. It's. I don't even like that country shit, to be honest. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
go
I'd
face
rather,
racism on another level.
yeah, I'd rather be in the middle of like New York City than like in the woods somewhere. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that
Right.
shit. I don't like that stuff.
Oh,
You know what I
shit is
mean?
crazy. Yeah, but
And speaking of,
Nashville,
I always forget you're from Atlanta. You know Drizzle Dollar? You ever heard of Drizzle Dollar
I've heard
from
that
Atlanta?
name. I don't know the artist though.
Yeah, I met him a couple times. He cool cat, man. He got a lot of good positivity shit going on, man.
Well,
He somebody you should maybe look at, man. For real, Drizzle Dollar, man. He a
I,
good dude.
I hit the scope and get and zone in on him. You know
Yeah,
what I
he a little crazy looking. You know what I mean? He got like
mean?
the big dreads and big glasses and is smoking a foot and a half long blunt that's this big around. You know what I mean? But he a cool cat though, man.
I've
He's
heard that
real.
name though.
Yeah, nah. He's been up here a few times, man. He got one of the guys here that does like the cannabis vending shit.
Yeah.
He had him up here for an event, and like they ended up like hitting it off, and we shot a music video, all kind of shit. And but he's a real cool cat, man. Drizzle. I always forget that you're from Atlanta, and I always meant to ask you that.
Yeah, I'm out here, man. I'm usually in Atlanta or Nashville, either one.
Hmm.
Nashville, like my second home.
That's where the music really at.
Man, dude, Nashville is that place that if you really love music, that's the spot for a vacation or a getaway for a week or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I
got a
actually got a
friend. Oh, go ahead.
I actually got a friend that lives down there. That's what I was gonna say. I got a
Oh, for
friend that
real?
lives down there. Yeah, right in Tennessee. He lives in Mount Juliet, which is
Mount
near
Juliet,
Nashville. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
out there, man. Shit, yeah.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. So, anything else, man? Like any shout outs, anything like that?
Man, I gotta just shout out Nostalgic Noise, man. That's the new team, man. I'm telling you. Me and Choop, we're gonna be like Knots and Bank out here, man.
So
And
who is all nostalgic noise?
it's me, Choop the producer, and then Fifths, who's he's like I said, he's a young cat from Japan. He doesn't really have a following yet, but the kid's music is, I mean, he carries the name well.
Yeah,
So definitely gonna be somebody to look out for, man. We're gonna get him his following going and get him some placements, but he definitely on the move. Shout out B&A, man, Grenade Rap. You already know. Blizz from Juice, man. Be on the lookout for that vulgar display of powder, man. Features galore, videos. I mean, we got merch coming out for that bitch. Just be on the lookout for that. We got me and Boo Bronx got a bunch of shit coming out. And that's about it, man. Shout out to my family for putting up with all the noise in the bedroom. You know what I mean? All the, me being out and about, you know what I mean? I appreciate them for putting up with it. And that's about it, man. And
man.
I appreciate you and your wife, man. Y'all really been supporters since, basically the beginning of my uh, you know, uh, putting this all together. So I just want to really say, man, salute, man. I really appreciate you guys, man. You guys really
Man,
do a lot. So I just want to, let you guys know, it's definitely noticed and definitely appreciated.
man, thank you, man. Like, Joe, we appreciate you, man. Like, we literally just was looking around and found you, man. Like, we look at it, man. Like in the middle of the night, we look at so many artists because you got to think she's 25 and I'm 42.
Yeah, I'm 40. I'm 40. I'll be 40 this month.
Oh shit, you in the
Yeah,
40s.
I'm an old man. Yeah.
The 40s hit different, man. You gotta have a younger wife though, dog. Like you have
No,
to.
you know what? I was kidding earlier. So she's actually, yeah, no, it's the
Yeah,
opposite,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. No. Nah. Yeah. But no,
but yeah, I know
like when you're around the same age or you vibe the same,
yeah,
that's you click, you know. But one thing about a producer, I tell all producers, man, have a wife, man, because you're just look at the artist's life and then look at what you're like, because it brings completion. Because you have to have
it
something to
does.
get the fuck away from the music, and
And
that's how.
it shows that you can follow through with something, man. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right,
That's
right.
a big downfall of a lot. That's the biggest downfall of every artist and producer who's on the come up is they don't follow through.
Yep.
That's my jewel for the that should be your highlight reel right there,
Okay,
man.
for sure.
Follow through. Send that beat out. Post that shit. Show it out. You know what I mean? Don't hold it. Get
Yep.
it out there. Follow through. Follow up. Be about it. Do that. You know what I mean? Things will start happening, man. I'm telling you. No matter who you are, shit'll start happening.
Damn
Follow
sure
through.
right. That's 100%. Yep. Because I got a million artists who don't follow through. They want to be stars, but they just don't. It's like,
Gotta work
yo,
for it, man.
yeah. And like I'm
Gotta
telling
work
you,
for it.
at 40, man, shit make you want to pass out. You just like, yo, I'm not answering your phone call.
I
Fuck you.
wake up at 5 a.m., man. By 8 o'clock, I'm like ready to go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I already had a full day by noon, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on, man. I want everybody to tune in to iHeartRadio. That's where I'm new at. iHeartRadio, Amazon, catch me on Apple, iTunes, whatever you got. And definitely Spotify. And I'm not on YouTube, so I'm not even putting clips on. If there's somebody put clips on, they hacked me and they did it themselves. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
My guy, man.
Thank you, my brother, for coming on, man.
Sure, man.
Like I say, man, hopefully I can get you back on the show, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get me and Troop together, man, for a nostalgic noise joint.
Man, that'll be dope as fuck, man.
Sounds
Appreciate
good,
it,
man.
man.
Appreciate you, man.
All right,
Yes, sir.
peace.
Be good.